Hey, I wanted to announce that I'm going to be away from the internet for a while, for about 5 days. So away from YouTube, away from the internet. I will try to check my email, hopefully go into the library again. And I just wanted to make that announcement. If you want to know why, continue watching. If you don't, stop now. That's fine. But we are getting screwed over by our cable company. And here's the story, if you care. So when we first moved here to Kenai, Alaska, we signed up with GCI. GCI is our Alaska's big long distance internet cable company, the largest here. Information in the bottom bar. So we signed up with them, and we got this bundled deal for $159 a month, which is ridiculously expensive. That included cable, internet, and phone. Now, we didn't want cable because we hate having cable. We haven't had it for a better part of a decade and have gotten along just fine without it, but it came with the deal, so we got it anyways. And what happened is we got our very first bill, and it was split into two bills, okay? Two separate bills. So we paid the bill. Next month we get two separate bills. We paid the bill, okay? Right, we always make it a policy to pay exactly, as soon as we get a bill in the mail, we pay it immediately. We never let bills sit. And anyway, so sorry, I'm getting distracted here. So this month in April, we got a phone call, an automated phone call on our answering machine from GCI saying, pay your cable bill or we're shutting off your services. So we called to find out what this was about. It's like, we paid our bill. This doesn't make any sense. And after dealing with a lot of different customer service people, we finally found somebody who could explain to us what happened. Apparently, because we got two separate bills, we were supposed to pay two separate checks. Okay, we didn't know that. We got the bills together. We just paid one check for our services. What they were doing is apparently applying all of the money to our phone internet and none of the money to our cable. So our cable bill has been unpaid for 2 months, even though we have this apparent surplus on our internet phone because we've been paying the whole. Of course, they didn't even show us having a surplus on that at all, which just doesn't make any sense. We were paying, this $159, we're paying the whole thing. They were saying we owed another $100 per month on the cable as well, or something like that. The numbers I'm not entirely sure, but the point was it was $100 more per month that we owed, which is like, well, that's almost doubling again what we were supposedly, at least a third of 40% more than we were supposed to be paying for this deal. We don't want it. We're going with another company. But since we've paid up now, everything's been paid, and they know now that we've that all of this is done. We thought it was taken care of, even though the person on the phone was pretty fucking rude about it, basically accusing us of you people don't pay your bills, and like we're these people that sign up for service and don't pay when we do exactly the opposite. And so I went with my wife. She had a business trip she went on, and I went with her, a little vacation away from the kids, away from home, which is where I'm at now, in a hotel. And we got a call yesterday. This was the day after this all happened. We got a call from my oldest son saying they've shut off our cable, and they've turned off all of our services. They've turned it off. We still have the phone is still functioning, but they've shut off our cable and they've shut off our internet. It's like, holy shit! Now we did nothing wrong, and they've turned off. At the very least, even if we're discontinuing them, which we were planning on doing, we still are paid. To the end of this month, we're paid. We've gotten our bill. We've paid our bills. There's no reason for this whatsoever. If anything, they owe us money. It's not the other way around. And I'm just appalled at this level of customer service. At most companies, even big companies you deal with, at the very least have a customer service that are willing to work with you or that will talk to you and see what they can do. Absolutely monolithic. You pay us or else. And apparently they meant it. The or else happened. They've turned off our services. And so I can't do anything about this. I mean, I'm just one guy, one person, one little insignificant little gnat, as Nit would call us, in the world. But this gnat wants to kick this company in the balls as hard as I can, which is, again, not very hard as a gnat. Gnats have little tiny beaks. But I'm going to do my best. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, if any of you from Alaska are considering using GCI, take this to heart, listen carefully to this video, and I'm highly recommending that you don't. I'm going to make sure that everybody in my personal life hears about this. I'm going to make sure everybody I talk to, if anybody ever asks me, do you have any recommendations for cable or internet services, I'm going to make sure that they know, don't use GCI. I'm going to make sure, and you know what, maybe it'll cost them a customer in the next 10 years or something, and that doesn't mean shit to them, I'm sure. I'm sure none of this means shit to them. But it's what I can do. It's just the most unreasonable thing that I've ever heard of. And the message I have for GCI, if anybody from GCI happens to stumble across this video, anybody from the company, anybody from their corporate offices happens to be perusing YouTube and sees this video, I have a little message for you. Everybody else, cover your ears, cover your eyes. This is only for GCI people, okay? This is only for GCI corporate. Here it is. Fuck you. It's bullshit what you do to your customers. That's just bullshit. There's absolutely no reason for it when we've done everything right. Every single thing right. We paid your fucking money the second we got the bill. And you screw us over by turning off our services. All right, that's all I have. Guys, take care.